Hello, fellas. Hey, that's what we're making in this video. It's a cedar vase. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing when I put that log up there. I just said, well, you know, I hadn't turned cedar in a long time. Kept stumbling over it, so there you are. I am extremely pleased. I got a finish that will blow you away on this. And I go to a little detail this time on finish, and it's toward the end, so pay attention to it. It's highlights Axe paste in its glory. Here's your bottom. Nice top. It's hollowed down to about here. It's just feels like glass. All right, let's make this thing. Well, good morning. As usual, I'm trying to think of something to do, so one of the things I do is I just walk out here to my wood pile and just start looking until something strikes me. I got to get it all moved. I cleaned out my shed to put it under, but as you can see, it's big stuff, so I definitely need help. You see over there, that's all empty now. I got it ready. I already got the pine in there. But anyway, I saw this cedar piece right here, and it struck me that that'd make a hell of a big vase. Now I don't know if I want to tackle doing it that tall or not. I'm just sort of still pondering it. And there's some Bradford pear laying there, and I got a whole bunch of what is it, honey locust over there, and I see some walnut over there. So I got some choices. But it's, you know, it's beginning to get bad, so I got to move it. I'm thinking very seriously about cutting part of that off, maybe down to right about here, and then taking the rest and making a vase out of it. That way I can make two things. Haven't turned cedar in a long time. It can be strong. That's quite old. That's probably 4 years old since I set it out here. But it is cedar. So let me get the little saw and try to get this trimmed up, and we'll start something even if it's wrong. Well, I got it cut off. I actually cut it shorter than I wanted, but if I had cut it as long as I wanted, the part I cut off would have been useless. It would have been too short. So I'm going to try to square it up a little bit now, and then we'll get on the lathe and do some turning. I'm still going to make a vase. It won't be quite as long as I want it. Once you pay attention to these, see these little blocks here? It says keep on them. See the curve? Well, these are made to go right here. Use two of them right there, and see it won't roll on you. Now that's important when you're cutting a round log. I don't know exactly about this now. This one won't work too good for me. Because I'm squared up. It's really hard to find. Well, that looks pretty good there. You sort of got to find something that suits you, you know. I mean, you know it's still not going to be quite right. But, you know, this looks pretty good. And what I'll do is I'll make sure when I move it down here that this is exactly the same so that I get the same angle, even if the angle's wrong. So I take my little blocky walkies, put them under there, put them under there, see? Now that cannot move. So then I can come up here, and I think that's about right. I won't cut too much off it. See, I don't even have to touch that. Well, my blade's getting dull. I got a new one to have. A whole lot. So it costs me that much money. Alright. Well, let's be on. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to move it right here to keep it exactly the same. moving blocks down here. And I'll cut this end off. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Here's some drilling in the background. I got a friend over here working on something, so don't pay any attention to it. All right, here we go. This is gonna be rough. I got my original beaver out for this. It's a lot heavier, so maybe it'll be better. Something don't sound right. Rest for a minute, shit. All right, you can see what I'm up against now, so this is probably going to take a couple hours to get it down to the round, so there's no sense in video in that. So when I get near the end, I'll pick up on the video. So we'll see you later. All right, well, I'm getting close now. It didn't take as long as I thought. This was not that hard. Had it been a hard piece of walnut or something, I might have not even tried it. Anyway, let's go do some more. I'll video a little bit and then I'll turn it off. I think that might be the best thing to do. I've got to put a tenon on this end. You don't want to recess with cedar. Cedar has no strength in the horizontal. All their strength is in the vertical. And if you put something that spreads apart in there, chances are it'll bust this in a heartbeat. That's just the way cedar is. All right, let's See if we can't do something neat. With it, with the roll. I hit something pretty hard right in there. I'm going to come in and curve on this. Not too far because I want to put a tenon, 4-inch tenon on it. I want a good one. Because I don't trust cedar very much at all. Gonna be a big tenon in it, but that's what I want to. Yeah. All right, don't close up on me now. Ah, perfecto. See that? An 1/8 of an inch is exactly what you want. You already know my dovetails fit quite well. Very good. All right, welcome back. This video is all about sanding, or this segment, so skip forward if you don't like it, but I'm going to do a little bit of it. I'm starting out with 80 grit. Usually got this going. I don't know if I need it or not. Maybe, probably not a bad idea. It's noisy. I got the overhead fan going too. I'm trying to get that damn smell away. Ooh, it's horrible. Starts off, you like it, but then after a while, you don't like it no more. Well, good morning. Helped my grandson all yesterday afternoon. Probably has some more today if he ever wakes up. You know how that goes. So I was laying there last night, you know, even though I already got 2 coats of sealer on this, I just don't like it. It's too traditional, and I think the neck should have been smaller, so I'm going to change the design up a little. I may screw it up, I don't know. But it's, you know, if you're not happy with something, you need to change it. That's all it is to it. So I'm going to start off here with a round cutter, and I'm going to come in here and then shorten this and come in here and make a much smaller neck and this. I know I'm wasting a lot of cedar, but you know, that's the way it goes. I believe it might be hard to sand this. I think it's ready for sand now. I've got a few little tool marks right in here. Well, that's different now, isn't it? That's a little different. That'll work just fine, I think. I wanted something different. What I want to do now is go find me a popsicle stick. I want to put a, sort of like them burn lines I did on the last one, so I'm going to put some in here. And see if it sort of picks it up a little bit. A little rough right in this area. Might require a little judicial sanding. I like that pretty. It's got a crack right there. That's new. It's going to stay there, I think. So let me put these burn lines in real quick. Well, it may not be real quick, but we're going to put them in anyhow. We'll put one right here. Burn it down to there, look. If you want a little wider line, you just sort of turn it sideways like that. Nope, it's good. Ready? Oh yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice, my friends. Very nice. And it's different. That's what I wanted. All right, I think it's time to put some cedar on it. Min wax sand and cedar is what it is. Been using it for years. Well, ever since it started turning. I've tried a couple other things, but I keep going back to this. You know, what you keep going back to with is what you already use, I guess. I guess that's what they say. All right. Put some more on this way. Soaking it in. Don't spill it. I've done that before, boy. It makes a mess. But I'm gonna give it another coat, and that'll be it right then. And then we'll do the poly, and then we'll axe it. All right, before I start axing it and using the paste on it, I always take 4/0 steel wool and give her a round or two here. And I'll do this at 1,000 RPM. I do it till I just barely see it getting dull. Like so, you can see it now. Yeah. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want to take the finish off. You just want to, get any little imperfections in it. There you go. I already did it. All right. Let me get the axe paste and I'll be back. All right, we're going to put the shine on it now, fellas. Start off with axe paste. All right. Now we're doing the polishing is equivalent to about 1,000 grit. And then as you spin it, it'll break down and get to be less and less. Stand to the side here. This is what you're going to do yours, You want to do this? I'll go check the resin. Just work it all over, okay? Put some pressure on it. All right, I'm spinning at 1,000 RPM. I sort of leave it like this until I feel like I'm done before I start taking it off because I want to break the paste down. So I'm almost done here. If you want to put it on here, you want to put pressure to it. And you want to feel it getting pretty warm. I get into one, I gotta move my fingers. Or quit doing it one. I'll bring you back when I get ready to take it off. That thing is so nice it makes you want to caress it. I mean, it just is so smooth. I mean, man, that's nice. And it don't even have any polish on it. That's just the paste. I want you to look at that. My goodness gracious. But we're gonna make it even more gooder. And put a little paste on it now. I mean polish. This is polish. Axe polish / restoring paste. That'll work. I like to use my fingers doing this. I don't know why, it just feels better. This does good on your hands too. Wonder how it works on shingles. I hadn't tried that. My order still got them. Not near as bad though. In the home stretch, I think. Ooh-wee. Smoothness going on here. First off, I'm going to just do slow to smear it good in case, I don't think I did, but in case I missed a spot, you know. I think that's got it. I just turn it right up. Sometimes I do it slow, but I really don't see no sense in it. You might as well, once you know it's covering everything, just go ahead and just do it like this. This has got carnauba wax in it, and it must have heat generated to it. When you get the heat generated to it, it melts it, and then when it cools off, it forms a real hard finish. No fingerprint or nothing. I don't know how long it's good for, but I'm betting a long time. So I can feel the heat in there coming out of that paper towel. But I leave it. Now, I don't try to clean it off right away. I try to really work it good. A lot of people clean it off and they're done in 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know. I like a shine. This works better than anything I've used. Don't get much better than that, does it? Look here, I got on my hands. Well, I guess that's all right. Still has some wax on my hands here. Well, there you go, my friends. That's the outside. I'm ready to drill the inside out and do the lip. That's about all you're going to do to this. I'm going to drill it down about as deep as I'll go and leave it. There's no hollowing involved down there. It's actually pretty simple. So we put a few things up and we'll come back and do that. All right, I'm going to try to get this out. I really need to put the stabilizer on it, but there's not much to do. I'm going to try this. I may be sorry. Well, good morning. I've got finished, doing this, and I finished the bottom. I know you guys didn't get to see it, but basically I just sanded that tenon off rather than try to mount it. Power sanded it naturally, and I went and I did this on the laser. Now I've got tons of videos that show how the laser uses. Plus video number 52 of mine is a complete video on the laser, so if you're interested in looking it up, there it be. So anyway, I've got 2 coats of sealer on it, and now what I'm doing is I'm going to sand this sealer a little bit, and I'm going to come back and put the poly on it. And naturally I can't buff all this in here, especially. I guess I could with a drill, but I'm probably not gonna. Anyway, I'm going to put 2 coats of poly in here. It's got a natural shine to it, so maybe it'll be enough. If it's not, I'll have to buff it. So that's the way it goes. But I use water-based, so what happens is it raises the grain a little bit, which I don't know, that might be a good thing. But you got to come back and sort of hit it with sandpaper. This is 320 right here, and that's usually enough. Well, here you are, done. I'm extremely pleased with this. I never, ever thought it would turn out looking like this. If you look back at the video, you know I didn't like the first design, and this one, I sort of had something in mind, but I just started whirling and turning, and I said, well, that looks good, and move on to the next step, and that looked good. And I noticed in my last video I didn't really show the burning of the lines real well because I stand in the wrong place. Haven't looked at this one yet. Maybe I'm doing the same thing again. So I did the burn lines again, and I'm glad I did. It really accents it. A piece of big cedar can be boring if it doesn't have something to break it up. So that's real fine. It was already dry. I didn't have to put it in a dehydrator or nothing. And we're in the process now of making deer jerky, so we're going to use it for what it's intended. My grandson's over here cutting up deer just a little while ago. Got it in a marinade now. I'll be putting it in a dehydrator tomorrow. So there you are, Hey, I think I deserve a like on this one. I mean, that's so slick, you just want to caress it. Give me a like anyway if you don't think I do, and subscribe if you haven't. If you know somebody likes this kind of stuff, put them on to me. I'm just plain old me. I mean, what you see is what you get. No errors. I don't script nothing. I just start. I try to hold the cursing to a minimum. I don't like movies and videos. Like I tell people, I never go to a music video looking for wood turning. So I don't go to wood turning looking for music. There you go. Hey, call your mama. I'll catch you on the next one.